Welcome, dear friend. Tonight, we leave behind the noise of the modern world and travel back more than 3,000 years to the peaceful land of ancient Egypt. There is no rush here. No crowded streets. No glowing screens. Only the gentle flow of the Nile River, the warm evening breeze, and a world slowly preparing for another quiet night. As you begin this journey, allow your body to relax completely. Take a slow, deep breath in. And gently breathe out. Feel your shoulders becoming lighter. Let every thought drift away like a small boat floating peacefully down the Nile. The sun hangs low above the western desert, painting the sky with beautiful shades of gold, orange, and soft purple. The mighty Nile reflects every color like a mirror. Its water moves slowly, almost silently, as it has done for thousands upon thousands of years. Along the riverbanks, tall green reeds sway gently in the evening wind. White birds circle overhead before disappearing toward their nests. A fisherman carefully pulls his small wooden boat onto the sandy shore after a long but peaceful day. Nearby, farmers finish gathering their tools. Their fields have been watered by the annual flooding of the Nile, making the dark soil rich and full of life. Without the Nile, ancient Egypt could never have existed. It is more than a river. It is the heartbeat of an entire civilization. The air is warm but comfortable. Palm trees cast long shadows across the quiet paths. Children laugh softly as they walk home beside their parents. Nobody seems hurried. Life follows the rhythm of the river itself. Slow. Peaceful. Steady. As the final rays of sunlight disappear beyond the horizon, hundreds of tiny oil lamps begin to glow inside distant homes. One by one. Like little stars appearing across the land. Tonight, you are not a visitor. You are simply another quiet traveler walking beside the Nile, watching one peaceful evening unfold. And your journey has only just begun. The village awakens to evening. The path beside the Nile becomes softer beneath your feet as you continue your peaceful walk. The warm colors of sunset slowly fade into a gentle blue evening sky. A cool breeze drifts across the water, carrying the fresh scent of wet earth, palm leaves, and flowering plants. Ahead, a small Egyptian village comes into view. The homes are simple, built from sun-dried mud bricks shaped by skilled hands many years ago. Their flat rooftops catch the final rays of sunlight before darkness gently settles over the land. As you enter the village, everything feels calm. There are no loud voices. No busy markets. Only the peaceful sounds of families finishing another ordinary day. A woman carefully grinds wheat into fine flour using two smooth stones. The slow, steady rhythm fills the evening air. Nearby, fresh dough is placed inside a warm clay oven. Soon, the comforting smell of freshly baked bread drifts through the narrow streets. Children laugh quietly as they play simple games with handmade wooden toys. Their footsteps are light. Their smiles are gentle. Parents watch them with peaceful expressions, knowing another safe day has come to an end. A friendly old man sits beneath the shade of a tall palm tree. He carefully repairs a woven fishing net that will be used again tomorrow morning. Every movement is slow. Every knot is tied with patience. Nothing feels rushed. A young potter shapes soft clay into beautiful bowls and water jars. His hands move with quiet confidence. The spinning wheel turns slowly beneath his fingertips. Nearby, colorful baskets filled with dates, onions, figs, and fresh vegetables rest outside a family home. A curious cat quietly walks between the baskets, hoping to discover a small evening meal. Goats return from the fields. Their tiny bells create a soft rhythm as they wander towards simple wooden shelters. A few chickens scratch gently at the dusty ground before settling for the night. Above, swallows glide through the evening sky before disappearing beneath the rooftops. The village slowly grows quieter. One by one, small oil lamps begin to glow inside every home. Their warm golden light shines gently through open doorways. It feels welcoming, comforting, peaceful. You pause for a moment and simply breathe. The air feels warm. The village feels safe. The Nile continues flowing nearby, just as it has for countless generations. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing needs to be solved. There is only this quiet evening, and the peaceful world of ancient Egypt slowly preparing for another restful night. Inside an ancient Egyptian home. As the evening grows quieter, you are warmly welcomed into the home of a local family. The doorway is low and simple, made from smooth wood polished by many years of use. Inside, the air feels pleasantly cool. The thick mud brick walls keep the warmth of the desert sun outside, creating a peaceful place to rest. A small oil lamp flickers gently in the corner of the room. Its soft golden light dances across the walls, creating quiet shadows that move slowly with every gentle breeze. The home is modest, yet carefully arranged. Simple woven mats cover the floor. Clay jars filled with fresh water stand neatly against one wall. Small wooden stools surround a low table where the family will soon share their evening meal. Everything has its place. Nothing feels unnecessary. A mother carefully folds freshly washed linen clothing. The fabric is light and soft, perfect for Egypt's warm climate. Nearby, her daughter quietly helps by placing clean baskets back onto wooden shelves. Across the room, an elderly grandfather sits peacefully on a woven chair. His face carries many years of wisdom. In his hands, he carefully carves a small wooden bird for his youngest grandson. Each movement is slow, patient, gentle. The little boy watches with wide eyes, fascinated as the simple block of wood slowly becomes a beautiful toy. Outside, the sounds of the village grow softer. The laughter of children slowly fades. The distant footsteps become fewer. Even the birds have settled into the palm trees for the night. Dinner is almost ready. Fresh bread is placed onto the table. Small bowls of lentils, onions, cucumbers, figs, and dates are carefully arranged beside it. A freshly caught fish from the Nile has been cooked over warm coals. Its gentle aroma fills the room. Before eating, the family pauses for a quiet moment of gratitude. There is no hurry. No loud conversation. Only peaceful smiles shared between people who have spent another safe day together. As they begin their meal, they speak softly about tomorrow's work, the changing seasons, and the gentle rise of the Nile. The conversation is calm, comforting, familiar. You notice how little they truly need to find happiness. A warm meal. A loving family. A safe home. And another peaceful evening beneath the Egyptian sky. The oil lamp continues to glow softly. Outside, the stars begin appearing one by one above the silent desert. Inside this humble home, everything feels calm. Everything feels timeless. You take one slow, deep breath, and allow yourself to become completely relaxed as another peaceful chapter of ancient Egypt quietly unfolds. A gentle boat ride along the Nile. Leaving the peaceful home behind, you find yourself walking back toward the river. Night has almost arrived. The last traces of orange sunlight disappear beyond the western horizon, leaving behind a sky painted in deep shades of blue. The Nile flows quietly before you. Its surface is smooth like polished glass, reflecting the first stars of the evening. A small wooden boat waits at the riverbank. Its owner, an elderly boatman with kind eyes and weathered hands, offers a warm smile. Without saying a word, he gently unties the rope. The boat slowly drifts away from the shore. There is no engine. No loud splash. Only the quiet sound of water touching the wooden sides of the boat. The gentle current carries you downstream at an unhurried pace. A cool breeze brushes softly across your face. It carries the fresh scent of river water, lotus flowers, and damp earth. The air feels peaceful, comfortable, perfectly still. On the eastern bank, rows of tall date palms sway gently beneath the moonlight. Their long leaves whisper softly whenever the breeze passes through them. Occasionally, you hear the distant call of a night bird. Then silence returns once again. Far away, another small fishing boat glides across the water. Its single oil lamp shines like a tiny golden star floating upon the river. The fisherman works slowly, lowering his woven net into the calm water. There is no rush. The Nile has always rewarded patience. You lean back and simply watch the sky. Thousands of stars slowly appear overhead. Without the bright lights of the modern world, every constellation shines brilliantly. The Milky Way stretches across the heavens like a silver river above the river below. The boat continues drifting. The only sound is the gentle rhythm of water. Soft, steady, relaxing. Along the shoreline, papyrus reeds bend gracefully toward the river. Tiny frogs begin their quiet evening songs hidden among the plants. Crickets answer from the nearby fields. Together, they create a peaceful chorus that has filled these riverbanks for thousands of years. The boatman quietly points toward the distant outline of a great temple standing beside the Nile. Its massive stone columns rise into the night sky. Warm torchlight glows softly near its entrance. Even from this distance, the temple seems calm and welcoming. The river continues its endless journey northward. Generation after generation has watched these same waters flow. Kings have sailed here. Farmers have sailed here. Children have laughed beside these shores. Travelers have found peace upon these quiet waters. Tonight, you are simply one more peaceful traveler. The boat drifts gently onward. Your breathing becomes slower. Your thoughts become lighter. The quiet rhythm of the Nile carries you deeper into relaxation. As the peaceful night of ancient Egypt continues to unfold. The temple at dusk. As your gentle boat reaches the shore, you step quietly onto smooth stone steps that lead toward one of ancient Egypt's magnificent temples. The night is calm. The moon has risen above the palm trees, covering the ancient buildings in soft silver light. Tall stone columns stand proudly before you. Each one is covered with beautiful carvings that tell stories of the people who built this sacred place thousands of years ago. There is no noise here. Only silence. A warm breeze passes gently through the open courtyard. The scent of burning incense lingers softly in the cool evening air. A few priests dressed in clean white linen robes walk slowly across the polished stone floor. Their footsteps are quiet, measured, peaceful. They have spent the day welcoming visitors, offering prayers, and caring for the temple. Now, as darkness settles across the land, they prepare for the final ceremony of the evening. One priest carefully lights a row of small oil lamps. Their golden flames flicker gently against the ancient walls. The soft light brings the carved hieroglyphs to life. You pause to admire the artwork. Birds, flowers, boats, stars, kings, farmers, animals. Every carving tells a small piece of Egypt's long and peaceful story. Nearby, another priest places fresh lotus flowers inside a beautiful stone bowl. Their sweet fragrance fills the quiet hall. The atmosphere feels calm and comforting. No one speaks loudly. There is no hurry. Everything happens with quiet purpose. As you continue walking, you notice a peaceful inner courtyard. A small reflecting pool rests beneath the open sky. The water is perfectly still. The full moon shines upon its surface like a glowing pearl. palm leaves gently sway above the water. Somewhere nearby, a night bird sings only once before silence returns. The priests gather together for one final prayer. Their voices are soft, slow, almost like a whisper carried by the evening breeze. Although you do not understand every ancient word, the peaceful rhythm of their voices brings a deep feeling of comfort. When the prayer ends, the temple grows even quieter. One by one, the lamps are gently covered. Only a few remain burning through the night. The great wooden doors are slowly closed. Not with force, but with care. The temple now rests beneath the stars, just as it has for countless evenings before. You remain in the courtyard for a few quiet moments. The cool stone beneath your feet feels peaceful. The moon shines brightly overhead. The air is still. The entire world seems to breathe slowly together. You close your eyes for a moment. Take one gentle breath. Then another. The peaceful silence of the ancient temple surrounds you completely. And with every passing second, your body feels lighter. Your mind grows quieter. And your journey through ancient Egypt continues beneath the endless night sky. Beneath the Great Pyramids. Leaving the peaceful temple behind, you follow a quiet stone path that leads toward the western desert. The night has fully arrived. The sky above ancient Egypt is darker now, filled with countless bright stars stretching from one horizon to the other. Ahead, rising silently from the golden sand, stand the Great Pyramids. Even after thousands of years, they remain calm, powerful, and timeless. The moonlight gently washes over their smooth limestone blocks, giving them a soft silver glow. There is no crowd. No noise. Only the whisper of the desert wind moving slowly across the open landscape. You walk carefully across the cool sand. Each step is soft. The desert seems endless, yet it feels welcoming rather than empty. A gentle breeze carries tiny grains of sand across the ground, creating delicate patterns that disappear almost as quickly as they appear. You stop for a moment and look up. The pyramids seem to touch the stars themselves. It is difficult to imagine the thousands of skilled workers who carefully placed each stone block by hand. They worked with patience, with determination, and with remarkable skill. Tonight, however, there is no sound of construction. Only peaceful silence remains. Nearby stands the Great Sphinx. Its calm face gazes toward the eastern horizon exactly as it has for countless generations. The ancient guardian watches over the desert without speaking a single word. Its quiet presence brings a feeling of comfort rather than mystery. The cool night air feels refreshing after the warmth of the day. Far away, the lights of villages beside the Nile appear like tiny golden stars resting upon the earth. You can barely hear the distant sound of flowing water carried by the evening breeze. The contrast between the fertile river valley and the silent desert feels perfectly balanced. Above you, the Milky Way stretches across the heavens like a glowing river of light. Ancient Egyptian astronomers often watched these same stars, using them to measure time and guide their understanding of the seasons. Tonight, you simply enjoy their quiet beauty. There is nothing to learn. Nothing to remember. Only peaceful observation. The desert invites you to slow down. To breathe deeply. To let every thought become lighter. You find a smooth stone and quietly sit beneath the shadow of the Great Pyramid. The cool air wraps gently around you. The silence becomes deeper with every passing moment. Even the wind seems to slow. The stars continue their silent journey overhead. The pyramids remain perfectly still beneath the moonlight. Time itself feels as though it has stopped. You close your eyes. Take a slow breath in. And gently breathe out. Feel every muscle relax. Feel your heartbeat become calm. The peaceful desert surrounds you completely. And beneath the endless Egyptian sky, your quiet journey continues. The Scribe by Lamplight. The moon now hangs high above the peaceful land of ancient Egypt. The village has become quiet after another gentle day. Most families have finished their evening meals, and only a few oil lamps still glow through open windows. Their warm golden light softly fills the narrow streets. As you continue your peaceful walk, you notice a small room where an Egyptian scribe is still awake. He sits quietly on a woven mat beside a low wooden table. Several sheets of papyrus lie neatly beside him, along with a reed pen and small jars of black and red ink. A single oil lamp burns gently, filling the room with a soft, calming glow. The scribe carefully dips his pen into the ink and begins writing. Each symbol is drawn slowly. Each line is placed with patience. Nothing is hurried. Writing is one of the most respected skills in ancient Egypt. Only a small number of people can read and write. Because of this, scribes preserve stories, record harvests, write letters, and keep the history of their people alive for future generations. Tonight, however, there is no urgent task waiting. The scribe is simply finishing the final page of today's work before taking his well-earned rest. Outside, the sounds of the night become more noticeable. Crickets sing softly among the grass. Palm leaves gently sway in the cool evening breeze. Far away, the quiet waters of the Nile continue their endless journey beneath the moonlight. The peaceful sounds create a feeling of complete calm. After a few final lines, the scribe pauses. He gently blows across the fresh ink until it dries. Then he carefully rolls the papyrus and ties it with a thin linen cord. He places it safely inside a wooden chest beside many other scrolls that hold the memories of ancient Egypt. One by one, he cleans his reed pen, closes the small ink jars, and quietly returns everything to its proper place. Every movement is slow. Every action is thoughtful. Finally, he leans forward and gently blows out the small oil lamp. The room becomes quiet beneath the soft silver light of the moon. Outside, the village sleeps peacefully. The Nile continues flowing without end. Above, thousands of stars shine across the clear desert sky. You take one slow, deep breath. Feel your body becoming lighter. Feel your thoughts drifting away like gentle ripples upon the river. There is nothing to do. Nowhere to hurry. Only the peaceful silence of ancient Egypt surrounding you as your quiet journey continues beneath the endless stars. Dinner beside the Nile. The peaceful village has become wonderfully quiet. A cool night breeze drifts gently through the palm trees, carrying the fresh scent of the Nile across the land. Nearby, a small family gathers outside their home for the evening meal. A simple woven mat has been placed on the ground beneath the open sky. The stars shine brightly overhead, while a single oil lamp casts a warm golden glow across the table. The meal is simple, yet prepared with great care. Freshly baked bread rests inside a woven basket. Small bowls of lentils, onions, cucumbers, and herbs are arranged neatly beside it. Sweet dates and ripe figs add a touch of natural sweetness. A freshly caught fish from the Nile has been carefully roasted over warm coals. Its gentle aroma fills the cool evening air. The family quietly thanks the day's harvest before sharing the meal together. There are no loud voices. No hurried movements. Only soft conversation and peaceful smiles. The youngest child listens carefully as an elderly grandmother tells a gentle story about the great river that has given life to Egypt for countless generations. Everyone listens with quiet attention. The story is familiar, yet comforting, like hearing an old favorite before bedtime. As the meal comes to an end, clay cups are filled with cool water from the Nile, collected earlier in the day. The family slowly clears the table together. Nothing is wasted. Every loaf of bread, every piece of fruit, and every simple meal is appreciated. Beyond the home, the village grows even quieter. the last few lamps begin to dim. The sound of distant footsteps slowly disappears. Only the peaceful music of nature remains. Crickets sing among the grass. A soft breeze moves through the reeds beside the river. Somewhere far away, a night bird calls once before silence gently returns. You remain for a quiet moment, looking toward the moonlit Nile. Its calm waters continue their endless journey through the heart of ancient Egypt. The stars above reflect softly upon the river, creating thousands of tiny points of light. You take a slow, deep breath. The cool air feels refreshing. Your body grows heavier. Your thoughts become lighter. Everything around you moves at a peaceful rhythm. The river. The breeze. The stars. The quiet village. Together, they create the perfect ending to another gentle day in ancient Egypt. Your peaceful journey continues beneath the calm night sky. The quiet sounds of the night. The evening has now settled into a deep and peaceful night. The village rests quietly beneath a sky filled with countless stars. Most of the oil lamps have been extinguished, leaving only the gentle glow of the moon to light the narrow paths. You slowly walk back toward the banks of the Nile. The river flows as calmly as ever, its surface shimmering beneath the silver moonlight. Every gentle ripple reflects the stars above, making it seem as though the sky itself has drifted down to meet the water. You pause for a moment and simply listen. There is no silence in nature. Instead, there is a peaceful harmony of soft sounds. Crickets sing steadily from the grass. Tiny frogs call from the reeds along the riverbank. Palm leaves whisper as the cool breeze moves through their branches. Somewhere in the distance, a night bird sings a single gentle note before everything becomes quiet once again. The air feels cool against your skin. It carries the fresh scent of the Nile mixed with damp earth and blooming lotus flowers. The fragrance is light and calming, inviting you to breathe slowly and deeply. Far across the river, you notice a small fishing boat drifting quietly with the current. A single lantern hangs from its bow, glowing like a tiny golden star upon the dark water. The fisherman works patiently, making almost no sound. His slow movements blend perfectly with the peaceful rhythm of the river. Nearby, tall papyrus reeds sway gently from side to side. Their soft rustling joins the music of flowing water. Everything moves slowly. Nothing feels rushed. Above you, the moon shines brightly over the ancient landscape. Its silver light covers the temples, the villages, and the distant pyramids, giving the entire land a gentle, dreamlike glow. You take another slow breath. With each inhale, the cool night air fills your lungs. With each exhale, every remaining worry quietly drifts away. The world feels wonderfully simple. The Nile continues its endless journey toward the sea. The stars remain bright overhead. The peaceful sounds of nature continue without interruption, just as they have for thousands of years. You close your eyes for a moment. The gentle flow of the river. The whisper of the breeze. The distant songs of crickets. All blend together into a soothing lullaby. In this quiet moment, ancient Egypt feels timeless. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing disturbs your peace. There is only the calm beauty of the night, gently carrying you toward deep relaxation as your peaceful journey continues. A peaceful goodbye to ancient Egypt. The night has become wonderfully still. The moon now stands high above the peaceful land of ancient Egypt, bathing the Nile, the temples, and the distant pyramids in soft silver light. You begin your final walk along the quiet riverbank. The cool sand feels gentle beneath your feet. A light breeze moves across the water, carrying the familiar scent of lotus flowers and fresh reeds. Everything feels calm. Everything feels timeless. The villages have fallen asleep. The last oil lamps have faded into darkness. Only the stars remain awake, shining brightly across the endless sky. The Nile continues its slow and steady journey, just as it has for thousands of years. You stop beside the river one last time. The water reflects the moon like a perfect mirror. Small ripples spread across its surface before quietly disappearing into the darkness. Somewhere in the distance, a bird gives one final call before settling into silence. The gentle sounds of crickets continue their peaceful evening song. Nothing disturbs the quiet. Nothing asks for your attention. You simply breathe. Slowly. Comfortably. Peacefully. As you look around, you realize how little has changed in this place for countless generations. The river still flows. The stars still shine. The desert still rests beneath the moon. Ancient Egypt sleeps peacefully around you. For a moment, it feels as though time itself has stopped. There is nowhere you need to be. Nothing you need to do. Only this quiet moment beside one of the world's greatest rivers. Take one final slow breath. Feel the cool night air filling your lungs. As you breathe out, allow every remaining thought to drift away like a small leaf floating gently down the Nile. The peaceful villages. The quiet temples. The moonlit pyramids. The soft whisper of the breeze. All slowly fade into the distance. Your journey through ancient Egypt has come to its gentle end. May the calm of the Nile remain with you. May the quiet desert bring you peace. And may the endless stars guide you into a deep, restful sleep. Good night. Final outro. Drifting into sleep. Now, your peaceful journey through ancient Egypt has gently come to an end. The Nile continues its endless journey beneath the moonlight, just as it has for thousands of years. The villages are quiet. The temples rest in silence. The great pyramids stand peacefully beneath a sky filled with countless stars. The warm desert breeze slowly fades into the distance. Every sound becomes softer. Every breath becomes slower. Allow your body to become completely relaxed. Feel the weight of your shoulders melting away. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. Relax your legs. Allow every muscle to rest. There is nothing more to do tonight. Nothing to think about. Nothing waiting for you. Only peace. Only quiet. Only gentle rest. Imagine yourself sitting beside the calm waters of the Nile one last time. The moon reflects upon the river like silver glass. The stars shine quietly above you. A soft breeze moves through the palm trees. The peaceful sounds of nature surround you. Everything feels safe. Everything feels calm. Take one slow, deep breath in. And gently breathe out. Again. Slowly breathe in. And softly breathe out. With every breath, your body becomes heavier. Your mind becomes quieter. Sleep comes a little closer. The ancient world slowly disappears into the darkness. The river fades away. The stars become distant. The gentle breeze becomes silent. And now, may you enjoy a deep, peaceful, and restful sleep. Thank you for joining this quiet journey through ancient Egypt. Good night. Sleep well.